All right, y'all. I don't know what's going on. All right, changed the SD cards. Said it's slow and it may stop, which I got the bigger one right here, I think. No, the one I got in there is 256 gigabytes and this 64. I mean, what the heck? I'm sorry. But anyway, here's what we're going to talk about today. Today is 6 days after my spinal fusion. Whatever else they done. There's a few other things. I can't remember what the heck they are. But anyway, we're going to talk about my situation and all. I was scheduled for last Tuesday, the 18th, I believe it was, to have back surgery. I got there and all that. They put me under. They wanted to put a catheter in. It wouldn't go through, down at the very bottom of the penis. So I got a lot of scar tissue down there and probably around my prostate with all I've had done. So he scheduled me to go, all right, 2-hour drive now. I'm in pain. 2-hour drive there, 2-hour drive back. He scheduled me for urologist. He knows it's real good. He's old school now, believe me. When I say he's old school, he's old school. Anyway, I went there and my wife took me because I can't really drive much right now. And the nurse tried to insert the catheter in my penis. It wouldn't even go through the hole. So I said, oh Lord, I'm in a world of hurt now. So she got the doctor in there, had all them little fancy tools. No, they old style, probably outdated. They was probably several inches long and had a curve on it with a hook. Now, it wasn't a sharp hook. The hook was, rounded. But anyway, he decided, well, he started off the small one. He went in there and oh my God, I wasn't numb or nothing. Got it in there and got that hook around there to go into the bladder or wherever he was trying to break up scar tissue. Then he'll pull it out, run the catheter down there, and it won't coil up. So he kept going and kept going. And by that time, boy, I'm sweating, boy. I am in some pain. The largest size he had to use on me was a 24, if that means anything. I don't know if the smaller ones are less or whatever. But anyway, after that 24, boy, and he put that thing in there and he turned that hook around in there and went up in me. Ooh, I was up off the table. Nurse, calm down, breathe, lay down, because I was tensed up, bad. I mean, bad. It was hurting so bad. And he said, he got through and he put the catheter in. It went right through. I mean, he had to bump it a little bit, but he finally got it. Thank goodness. I peed all over the place while he was doing that. There was some blood and everything. So anyway, he got it in. I was hurting, but I managed. I already had my pain medication. If I had a brain in my head, I would have been doped up when I got there. I wouldn't know. Last time I got here in Albany, a catheter put in. I hadn't peed for 3 weeks. It's shortly after my surgery. He got me dilated. He was using these plastic ones. Same thing, but without the hook. He just went in there and kept going bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until he got it where he thought it was. And he went and run that catheter down. Going down my penis was good until I don't know what's in my bladder, prostate. Well, you got to go through, it was probably prostate. He hit that, my Lord. All I remember, I ain't never had no pain like that before. I passed out. I woke up, the room's full of people. I'm laying there in all my glory. Everybody, bunch of people in there. Had a little white surgical mat or whatever, my pecker's sticking out. And my nurse is blotting me with a cold rag and all that, get me calm too. I asked my doctor, man, what happened? They said your blood pressure bottomed out. All right. They got the catheter in. Anyway, ever since then, I've been kind of skittish. I had several of them on my prostate surgery, but that's the past. And you keep going down that hole and all that, and you get scar tissue. You know, that's normal. And I hadn't been peeing right since then. I mean, it was, like a light stream and a little drip and all that, but I'm emptying my bladder. I ain't worried about it. But now that he dilated me, oh my goodness, it was like I'm a kid again. I got a good, strong stream. But anyway, let's get back to my surgery. I went last Wednesday, third trip, 2 hours there, but I had to stay in the hospital. And I think I talked about it on I'm looking at recovery after back surgery. I actually got to come home next day. All right, since then, I think I was off my walker the second day. Third day was the worst. Ooh, I'm talking about bad. And the fourth day was pretty good. I'm without my walker. I'm starting to, wean off the heavy stuff, the medication, whatever you want to call it, narcotics or whatever. Only time I take them now is before I go to bed at night, so I have a good night's sleep, and they mess me up bad. And if I have any pain during the day, I take Tylenol. That's it. And unless I'm hurting real bad, but it's, I'm good. And that right hip or left hip, all the pain's gone out of it. I still have some pain. It's kind of like where the incisions are. Today I notice it's deeper, like in the muscles where they cut me and stuff. But I'm still without the walker. I made a video on my other channel, or started the video the day I come home. Yeah, really. But my doctor there in Columbus told me, man, you're a real man. It takes a real man to take that kind of pain. I felt like a little baby boy. I had tears in my eyes and pouring sweat, but I made it. I don't know what else I can talk about today without boring y'all to death. I appreciate y'all watching. I'm just going to try to give updates every once in a while. I was going to do it earlier, but I got another movie or video started on this, and it does it in frames or whatever, and I didn't want to go back for trying to choose which one was which. That's aggravating. So I had another SD card, and I said, yeah, this is going to be it. So I appreciate you watching. If you like this, please like and subscribe. Share your experiences with spinal surgery. You go to YouTube, there's a lot of horror stories, but he went through the front and the back. He said that's the key to it. He said, I'm going to fix you up. And I believe it. And let's see, in about 3 months, I'll start gradually getting back in my thing, or, get back in the swing. Of course, I ain't going to be able to lift a lot of heavy stuff. Right now, it's BLT, bending, lifting, twisting, none of that. One of my nurses or somebody said, you can bend at the hips. You just don't want to, bend your back and, arch it and all that. You want that stable. I didn't even have to wear a back brace. A lot of people I see on YouTube got to wear a back brace. But guess what? Doctor said, I fixed you up good enough. You got all you need. If you want a back brace, feel free to get one. I got one. But actually, I wore it before the surgery. And here I am, rambling on. Y'all, come on, tell me to shut up. But anyway, it makes me more sore. So, like I said, appreciate y'all watching. Hit that like, subscribe button. Tell me about any time you had back surgery or anything. And I will catch you next time around. And hopefully I can get more involved in my videos now that I'm able to get up and pretty well pain free. I got this and 2 more I got to keep up. Thanks for watching. Bye.